Hello everyone, I'm Boris with Joranalogue Audio Design. Brought a system, and I'm just gonna make a little patch based around delay 1, which we're gonna use today to make a bit of a groove or a bass kick kind of thing. And then route 4, which is our newest module, combining two step 8s. Yeah, should be fun. I hope it's gonna be fun. So to start off, I think we need a bit of a clock. So I'll take a contour 1 in loop mode, use that as a clock, link it, because I'll use it again. Just take the rise output, and that will give me a rhythm. Use that one to trigger step 8, or to step 8. Am I loud enough in the mic when I'm speaking here? Yes, perfect. Okie dokie. So I'll add two gate outputs from step 8 to combine the triggers, let's say, and I'll route that through switch 4, so I have control over whether it's there or not, and then use that to trigger a contour, and the output of contour will need it twice. Yeah. So one is gonna go to because we're gonna use delay 1 as a sound source or a sound generator here. So we're gonna do a bit of carpal strong without using the plug input. I'll just use the output of the of contour to give it something to work with at the input, and then use same output of contour 1 to modulate the time or the pitch. And then taking that sound into a mixer, just gonna connect a couple of mixers together in order to have some more mixing. All right, let's see what this does. What's happening here is we're giving delay 1 a transient, it's delaying it, and then we're using the same envelope to modulate the internal clock. Gives us a bit of a bass kick. Now, because we've got the ring or the feedback on delay 1, we can use it to, with the same module, generate a bit of a groove, or add a bass line, if you will. So we'll take out the scan output from step 8, which is basically the pitch CV generated at each step, and put it into the volt per octave. So now we're not hearing anything because all stays the same here. But if we, for example, this is with damping high damping on in the feedback path. If we use low, can now use, for example, I'm making this up as I go. Use orbit to generate some hi-hats. So we've got our incoming clock. Trigger another envelope. Let's modulate this to get a bit of more movement in the hi-hats. We're gonna use bias 2 here to wait. So we're going to modulate this with a generate 3, because that's what I've got available here. Make it into a unipolar signal using bias. Bias 2, up, full output in here. It's going to go shorter and longer. We can use the last step of step 8, for example, to reset generate. So we get, instead of a phasing rhythm, we get the same rhythm every cycle of step 8. Add in the bass kick. Now going to use route 4 to choose whether the next step 8 gets a trigger or not. Let's put a generate through filter. Just use the full output, put it into the filter. Use the scan output of the second step 8 as a volt per octave input for the generate 2. And then every time the second step 8 gets a step, so it's at this point it's opening the clock, and then at this point it's closing the clock again to filter 8. That's why it's stepping, and then it's not stepping, and then it's stepping again. And so should make it more interesting. That one, so every time it steps, we're gonna trigger yet another contour. and then use that contour to open and close a VCA. I need a longer cable. Yeah. And use the same envelope, the inverted one, or the inverted output to modulate the filter. Add the rest in. And we've got a little Joranalogue groove based on delay 1 mainly, and then yeah, a little subtractive voice and orbit taking hi-hat duties. Maybe because we've still got a filter available. Can use the same chaotic noise I'm using for the hi-hats from Orbit to make some sort of clap or whatever. So I've got this one still available in step 8, which should give us a clap on the right time. And I just realized I don't have any contour available anymore. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, this is the patch. It's fun. I'll play it once again without the clap. Then imagine a clap. So, yeah, and then one more thing, because I think I've got a minute or two left. Our cables are coming in November. They're not just normal cables. We really engineered this stuff to be equally good for audio and for analog video. So we've optimized the amount of shielding in the cable. This is a bit technical maybe, but we've optimized the amount of shielding in the cable so that there's no crosstalk between cables at audio frequencies, so your audio and your CV are safe. But what usually happens with lots of shielding, which is good for audio, is at higher frequencies. So for analog video, you get with higher capacitance in the cable, you get filtering, which gives a blurry image. So that's solved now in this cable, and they're coming in November. Thank you all for listening, watching, bearing with me.